What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be looking at the Singapore International Graduate Award, SINGA. It's a scholarship opportunity offered for international students to pursue a PhD degree in one of the institutes mentioned, mostly for science and engineering. So, either you're doing a PhD or a PhD in engineering in any of these universities, which we are going to see. So you can just see this is the general website. There are a lot of things you can explore on the website to know more about the scholarship. But as you know already, what we do is just to go through briefly to see what is required of us, the eligibility criteria, if you fit into any of the eligibility, or if you fit into all, sorry, and if you can go ahead to apply for this opportunity. So let's read what this is the Singapore International Graduate Awards collaboration among Agency for Science, Technology and Research and all these other universities. It is a bond-free award offered to international students. Bond-free. There are some scholarships that are offered with like a particular condition. When you finish, you have to work for a particular time in a particular place and so on. That's what this bond-free means, that there's nothing attached. You finish, you go back to your country, or you finish and you do what you want to do. So it's offered to international students with excellent academic, undergraduate and master's results, and a strong interest in doing research. So the reason why this is specifically to PhD and engineering, because when people are reaching PhD, it's already certain that you are really interested in research. So this is if you are that person that is really interested in research, you had very good undergraduate and master's results, you can begin to think of applying to this. So these are the universities that the scholarship covers. If you're applying for a PhD in any of these institutes or PhD in engineering, any of these institutes, and then you can apply for the SINGA award. So you also have a brief description or explanation of Singapore, where it is, and all of that. So what we are interested, of course, is eligibility, what the scholarship covers, how we can apply. You can get some questions and answers, all of that. So first, the scholarship is specifically or mainly tailored for people who want to do research. So you have to know the research areas that they are looking at. So SINGA supports PhD in engineering, studies in biomedical sciences, computing and information sciences, engineering and technology, and physical sciences. So these are the major fields, or these are the fields that this SINGA award covers. So if you're going to be doing an arts or social and management science, I don't think you are eligible. So all of this is the broad, let me say, the umbrella domains. Then now you can get more information in all these institutes that have been mentioned. So let's check this is the okay. Okay. On this A-star supervisors and project page, you have a description of the two major research programs, or the all research programs fall under two broad councils: the Biomedical Research Council, the Science and Engineering Research Council. So this, if you open and click on this page, you download a document which contains a list of supervisors or names of professors, their area of expertise, the projects they're working on. And since we already mentioned that it's science and engineering domains, so definitely you'll be seeing projects which are related to science or engineering. You can find a teacher whose research interests are more aligned to yours. So you can click, or there should be a contact there. You can contact the supervisor to talk about it. To also find out under which particular institute that supervisor works, where you can apply to do that PhD and research. So you have that for the A-star. You have these NTU colleges and schools, you have NUS graduate school. So these are institutes which you will choose in your application to SINGA, that okay, I want to work with this particular supervisor in this particular college or institute, or who is doing this particular type of research. So when you're doing your application, you just have to, there's a section where you have to write that particular information. So what you have to do is just to click on all of this to go through, see what their research is all about, the different professors, the different supervisors, get take some notes and prepare your personal statement in a way that will show that you are really interested in this particular type of research, which this particular person is doing. Okay, that is it for the research areas. You have the eligibility criteria. First thing, it's open to all international graduates who have a passion for research, which we already mentioned, and excellent academic results. Second, good skills in written and spoken English, which means that you have to show proof of English proficiency. So either you are from a country or you graduated from a university which is recognized as English speaking, or you're going to give a document from your university which shows that you studying in English, or you're going to write a TOEFL or IELTS exam. You also have good reports from academic referees. So these are the three major things that make you, let me say that you might, if you have all these three, yes, you can say, okay, I can start applying, but that doesn't mean that that's all they'll be looking at, because as I say here, the above eligibility criteria are not exhaustive, meaning that this is not all that they'll check. They'll check your documents, they'll check your transcripts, they'll check your personal statements and all the like, but those are not like things that make you eligible. What makes you eligible? First, you're an international graduate student who really wants to do research. You have a passion for research. Secondly, you had excellent academic results. You can speak and write English very well. And then you have good reports from your referees, from the recommendation letters they write. Okay. Then the coverage. So the SINGA Award offers you or supports your study throughout 4 years of PhD. And this is the coverage. First, your tuition fees are covered, all of it. You have a monthly stipend of about $2,700, Singapore dollars, I think. I think that's what this ICA means, which will be increased after you pass a particular qualifying exam. You have a one-time airfare grant. You have one-time settling in allowance of £1,000. When you go there, they give you this particular amount for you to settle your accommodation and all things you're going to be doing there. Yeah, you also have an estimated cost of living in Singapore, which makes you understand how much you need to bring in yourself, for example, for your transportation, your food, your feeding, because that is not included in the coverage. So you have to calculate that and find out if this stipend which they give you monthly will be sufficient for your needs in Singapore. But according to their estimates, it's about 1,400 to 2,000, which means that you can survive with it. Okay, so they say the rates are only applicable to awardees starting their PhD from January 2024 onwards. Terms of award are reviewed periodically, and prevailing terms apply to single awardees starting their PhDs from January 2024 onwards. Okay, I think this is due to the fact that economies are changing each year. So this particular rates that they have given you, they'll give you this particular amount is from 2024 onwards. So maybe by 2025 or 2026, they could still update depending on the situation. Okay, so now we come to the application procedure. If you want to apply, if you have gone through this and you see that, okay, I'm eligible, I have my documents prepared, I have people who recommend me and all the like, how will I start? First is to browse the PhD research projects. We already saw at that A star projects and supervisors. The other colleges which we saw also have teachers, supervisors who are working in particular research areas. So first thing is for you to search all these research areas. Pick about two or three or four even who are closely aligned to your own interest. Write them down and keep them. You can start preparing your personal statement using that information too. So the second thing is to prepare your documents, the required documents. You have to prepare them in advance before applying. So the Singer Award, I think it's already launched. Or is it? We'll find out. I think. Yeah, it's already launched. So they're already taking for the August intake for 2025, which which ends on the 1st of December 2024. So it's already you're already free to apply now. So you're supposed to have prepared your documents, or at least if you have gone through the page now, you should be preparing your documents to apply. So you have to prepare your documents before time, and all of the documents are uploaded on the platform. You do not send any hard copies to through mail. You do not send to the single office directly. So you have a valid passport, a recent passport size photograph, sorry, in JPEG or PNG format. All your transcripts should be in English. So if you got documents in another language, you have to translate to English. Then you have your bachelor's and master's academic transcripts, degree certificates, two recommendation reports. Applicants applying to NUS supervisors are required to submit your GRE scores in your single application form. So we saw that there are different institutes where you can search for supervisors or apply through. So if you're applying to this particular NUS, you will have to add GRE scores. Then for all other applicants, may be requested by university to submit satisfactory GRE scores as part of the university admission requirement. The submission of IELTS, TOEFL, all of that is optional and may be requested later by the admission for the by the university for admission. So with the SINGA, you're just applying directly to them, but they are the ones to maybe scout or search for universities to fit with your interests, which you would have proposed some of them, but they are the ones to finalize that. So if they send your documents to the university and the university needs GRE scores, need TOEFL scores, then you probably get that request later. Okay, so here we see important information. Please ensure that the information you provide during account registration in the application is accurate, as the information will be used for verification upon your first login. So when you're registering your account, they ask for your name, your surname, your date of birth, I don't know, something like that. So when you're putting that information, make sure it's the right information. Don't write your first name in the last name box, and then when you go into the portal now, you're writing a different thing. So make sure it's accurate. Okay, so the second thing, please ensure that you apply for the correct scholarship, the Singapore International Credit Award, the SINGA, because when you log into your portal, there are other, like this A-Star, Agency for Science Technology, there are other scholarships that have been written there. Like you're applying for the A-Star, you're applying for this, you're applying for this, and all of them have their own different conditions and other things. So make sure that you're applying to SINGA when you log into your portal. The third thing, please do not mail any hard copies to the SINGA office that was mentioned. Please submit your applications as early as possible. We have seen that the deadline is the 1st of December, but by the time, if you prepare your documents before time, you go through the page, you know what you're supposed to submit, what you're supposed to write, you can take like 2 or 3 days and fill it in and submit. So you can put some specific deadlines for yourself, some timelines for yourself, where you submit, you tell yourself, okay, I will prepare this, submit by this time, and write to my referees early so that they can send in their recommendation letters. Okay, please check and ensure that data you have entered in the online application form is correct and accurate before you submit. Amendments to the application will not be possible after it is submitted. So this is very important for all scholarships. Make sure you give the right information, because if you find out that you made a mistake of writing a particular date, for example, it can even just disqualify you before they even look at your application, because maybe they might be looking at a particular age range, they might be looking at a particular time, or let me say, of graduation, particular number of years you have spent out of school, and so on. So sometimes they'll ask when you started your or your BSc studies, when you started your masters and all of that. Make sure the date is accurate. And also, you always submit documents. Make sure the dates that you've keyed in are coherent with the ones on your documents. Okay, so that's all for the singer. It's pretty simple. You can click on the link to apply. You start by registering your personal information to get access to the portal, and then you start your application. You start going through it. You write the names of your referees, and you start sending them notifications to prepare you a recommendation letter. You also have frequently asked questions, which you can go through to find out if there are other questions which you have in mind that you would have asked or that people have already asked, to help clarify you. You have resources. You can download a brochure to get more information about this specific scholarship. So I hope this has also helped you as the others. If up to now all the scholarship opportunities you have seen on this page, you have not had even one that you can consider or that you have gone through, then there's a problem. You should contact me and we see what the problem is. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share with other people too. It might be helpful. It might be helpful to other people. And see you next time.